everyone, and welcome to our unboxing series. Today we're going to be talking about two pumps that are very similar, the Medela Pump and Style Pro and the Medela Pump and Style Pro Plus. They're very similar shapes and they function in a very similar way. You'll notice just a few differences that we'll go through in a little bit. Today we're going to be going through the special features of these pumps, what's included in the boxes that they come with, how to set them up, how to use them, and care and cleaning. And by the way, if you haven't gotten your pump through insurance yet, please reach out to us at aceleron.com/order and we'll help get that process started for you. There are a few special features for these pumps. The first being that they're both pretty small and lightweight, about less than 2 pounds. They also have a new pumping pattern that's similar to the Medela Symphony, which is the hospital-grade multi-user pump that Medela has. Outside of that pumping pattern, they also have new light indicators on the top, and that will indicate the suction strength that's being used as well as the phase. And for the Pump and Style Pro Plus, it gives the battery indicator. So you do have the option with this one as a built-in rechargeable battery. So the Pump and Style Pro is plug-in only, and the extra benefit to the one with the gray case is it's a built-in rechargeable battery for the Pro Plus. To set up both pumps is the same process, and there are very few pieces, which is a nice additional benefit to both of them. You'll notice that I have a complete setup right here, and now we're going to build bottom to top. You do have a 5 fluid ounce storage capacity bottle, and when you're done pumping, you do have the option of additional caps if you want to use this as a storage bottle. But for pumping itself, you're only going to have 4 parts to the collection kit. So the pump here, you'll notice, has nothing down here. So some other pump models have what's called a duckbill valve. This pump has 2 pieces all in one. So this sort of hub here where your flange will attach has this back door here. And one thing to note is that is okay. It is okay if that comes off, it just goes right back on. And on the back, you'll see this little membrane. This is a diaphragm. It's what makes this pump a closed system, so it keeps the tubing clean. This can only go on in one way, and there's a little flap that points down to that opening here. So that diaphragm or membrane to keep your tubing clean and the duckbill valve are all in one piece for this pump. Once that's on lined up, you close your door and it's all set up to attach your bottle to the bottom. The breast shield will attach right onto the front. And nice thing about these breast shields is they are an oval shape and they do have a larger opening from the 90-degree that we see with a lot of other breast shields. And that oval shape is meant to fit your body in whatever way feels best. So don't feel like you have to hold it in any certain position because everybody's body is different. So make it work for you and what feels good. The other thing to consider for the flanges is they do include 2 sizes. So you have the 24mm and the 21mm. So again, using the flange size that fits your body best. After we have this all set up, we're going to move into our tubing. So the tubing is a Y connector here with 1 long piece, and that's going to attach to your pump motor. And the 2 shorter pieces that face up, you'll notice that it says Medela on this. The M should face to the sky. The 2 shorter pieces are what are going to connect to the actual collection kit. But this is also where you're going to go between single or double pumping, so pumping one or both sides at the same time. So if we attach to our pump motor here, right on top, you'll notice there will be a little bit of a gap. If you're going to double pump, you're going to put both collection kits on and pump both sides. But if you want a single pump, pumping just one side, you're going to take that open port and put it into this little hole on top. The reason why you're going to do that is so that no air is pulled in, so you have suction on the side you are trying to pump on. With the Pump and Style Pro being plug-in only, you'll see that there is on the other side of this handle a little opening with that yellow around the edging. That's where you're going to plug in your pump motor to an outlet. Same thing for the Pro Plus. The only difference will be that you'll plug it in there to charge it, and then you can use it on the go without being plugged in because of the built-in rechargeable battery on this gray case motor. We wanted to start by showing you the Pump and Style Pro Plus because while it does have the light and phase indicators like the Pro, it also has a battery indicator here because the gray case Pro Plus has that built-in rechargeable battery. We will go through full use on the standard Pump and Style Pro here. You'll notice that it is plugged in, and while when we turn it on, it does have the light indicators, it does not have the battery indicator because it is plug-in only. When the pump turns on, it automatically turns on in initiation or stimulation or massage mode, where it is a faster pattern. In that suction, you can have the choice from 1 to 16, but it will automatically turn on level 3. So the pump will automatically switch from that stimulation mode to expression mode after 2 minutes, but if you want, you can push this button with the arrow and 2 droplets to switch it over before then. You'll notice that the phase indicator light switched from orange to white, and then also that it went from level 3 up 3 more levels to level 6. When you're here, you can change your suction strength as needed, even below level 6 and 3, if you prefer. When you finish pumping, you can turn the pump off here. All the lights will turn off, and as a gentle reminder, when you turn it back on, it always starts in stimulation mode at level 3. Now let's get into care and cleaning for your Pro and your Pro Plus. Both of these pumps are motors that we are not going to wash, so this part is going to stay to the side. The other 2 pieces that you're not washing by submerging in water are the plug itself and the tubing. Because both of them are considered closed systems with this membrane here, you don't need to clean the tubing because nothing should go in there but air. Generally, when we talk about cleaning instructions, we follow the guidelines set out by the CDC. Overall, the first recommendation is to clean your pump collection kit after every pumping session. So if you pump 3 times a day, you're washing it 3 times a day. And also to sanitize at least once a day. Sanitizing is especially important for any babies born prematurely, under 3 months old, or with a sensitive immune system. So for Medela specifically, they have general recommendations for their cleaning. The first thing to note is no matter what cleaning method you choose, you're going to fully separate your parts. So that includes taking the flange off, as well as opening up this door, and again, okay if that happens, and taking out that membrane. When we're cleaning, we're gonna do either the sink or the dishwasher. If you're cleaning in the sink, you're gonna take all of these separated parts, rinse off any excess breast milk droplets that might be on there, put them in a clean separate bowl from the rest of your food dishes. They soak in some warm soapy water for about 5 minutes, wash as you normally would, rinse, and let them air dry. If you're going to put them in the dishwasher, all of these applicable parts can go on the top rack only of the dishwasher. You want to make sure at the end of that cycle you take them out so that they can air dry and don't let them sit in that wet environment. The other recommendation of disinfecting your parts, again at least once a day, Medela has 2 recommendations. The first one is boiling. So a large stock pot with plenty of water, at least a few inches above the parts themselves, and you would boil them for 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes, you're going to take them out safely and let them air dry to the side. The other option outside of boiling is to use the Medela Quick Steam bags. So these are bags that look like large sandwich baggies. Your parts are already clean. You just throw them separated in there with a little bit of water, and they go in the microwave to steam to sanitize them. The reason why we have this unboxing series is because we truly care about your journey, from pregnancy all the way through parenting and even a return to work. We want to make sure that whatever product you're receiving from us, you feel really supported and confident in using. So our unboxing series on YouTube, our other support videos that you'll find here, as well as other resources are available to you throughout your journey. We have one-on-one consults to unbox your pump or discuss a return to work, as well as a support group for you that you could attend monthly. Plus, the majority of our resources are available in both English and Spanish, including our website. So if you do feel like you need additional support, please reach out to us at aceleron.com and we'd be happy to help you.